Have you ever heard of an island that existed for centuries and then suddenly vanished? This is the real-life mystery of Bermeja Island, a landmass that appeared on countless maps dating back to the 1500s and then completely disappeared without a trace. Bermeja was said to be located in the Gulf of Mexico, about 100 kilometers north of the Yucatan Peninsula. It was often included in official maritime charts and maps by Spanish, British, and even American explorers. Its existence was never questioned for hundreds of years. The island even appeared in books and official documents, yet now, no one can find it. So what happened? In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Bermeja became the focus of attention again, but this time, for a very different reason. During all negotiations between the United States and Mexico, Bermeja suddenly became extremely important. Why? Because if Bermeja existed, Mexico could claim a larger portion of the Gulf's oil-rich territory under international law. So Mexico sent a team of scientists and the Navy to locate Bermeja using the latest technology: sonar, satellite imaging, deep-sea scans. They searched the exact coordinates from centuries of maps. And what did they find? Nothing. No island, no ruins, no underwater landmass. Nothing at all. The official explanation: the island never existed, or it may have eroded and sunk due to natural causes. But many people didn't believe that. Conspiracy theories started to spread. Some believe the island was intentionally destroyed or blown up to change maritime borders and benefit powerful oil interests. Others think it was a cartographic error, a mistake that somehow lasted hundreds of years. But think about it. How could an island appear on maps for centuries, including official naval charts, and then just disappear overnight? Why was no one able to find even the slightest underwater trace? Some even suggest the island never physically existed, but rather was part of an elaborate, long-term geopolitical strategy used to control territory and resources. To this day, Bermeja Island remains one of the strangest unsolved mysteries of modern geography. Real or fake, lost or erased. One thing is clear: something is missing from the Gulf of Mexico. And it's not just an island. It's single quotes as the truth. Chapter 2, Digging Deeper, the secrets behind Bermeja's disappearance. Bermeja wasn't just any island. It was strategically located in one of the most resource-rich areas of the Gulf of Mexico, the exact region where massive oil reserves were later discovered. And here's where things get even more suspicious. In 2000, the Mexican government signed a maritime treaty with the United States, officially defining the limits of each country's exclusive economic zones. The treaty gave the U.S. rights to explore and exploit areas that would have belonged to Mexico if Bermeja still existed. That's why the island's vanishing sparked political tension and national controversy. Mexico sent multiple expeditions between 1997 and 2009 to try to locate the island. They used high-tech methods: GPS, satellite imaging, bathymetric scans, and even underwater exploration. Despite being a long-documented landmass, all of these missions came up with nothing: no rock formations, no shallow zones, not even sandbars. But here's where it gets chilling. Several independent reports suggested that Bermeja did exist up until the 20th century, and it may have been intentionally removed. One theory points to a secret operation. Some believe Bermeja was blown up or sunk by explosives, not by nature. Why? To reduce Mexico's claim to the lucrative oil fields in the Gulf. This theory is supported by the suspicious lack of any geological evidence. If it sank naturally, there would at least be remains. Others suggest something more complex: a disinformation campaign designed to discredit old maps and rewrite history. After all, if you erase the land, you erase the claim. It gets even weirder. In 2008, a Mexican journalist investigating the Bermeja case died suddenly under mysterious circumstances. His car exploded. Some think it was just a tragic accident. Others whisper he knew too much. Even today, many Mexicans and independent researchers believe that the truth is being hidden either by powerful energy corporations or international governments. But no one has been able to prove anything yet. To make things worse, when asked for official answers, many agencies refuse to comment, citing national security or lack of evidence. But let's pause and think. How could a landmass appear on official nautical charts for 400 years and then vanish completely? Why did no major nation question its disappearance until all came into play? And who benefits the most from Bermeja being gone? This isn't just a missing island. This is a story about power, control, resources, and the lengths some are willing to go to protect them. Some say Bermeja was never real. Others believe it's the biggest cover-up in the Gulf of Mexico's history. Chapter 3: Final Theories. What really happened to Bermeja? As we reach the final part of this mystery, one question remains. What really happened to Bermeja Island? Let's explore the most compelling and disturbing theories surrounding its disappearance. Theory 1: Natural causes. Official explanation. Some scientists believe the island simply eroded away due to rising sea levels, hurricanes, and time. It's possible Bermeja was nothing more than a small sandbank or coral island that eventually sank beneath the ocean, like many others. But here's the problem. If that were true, there would still be physical evidence of underwater ridges, rock formations, or debris. Yet, sonar scans showed absolutely nothing. Theory 2: Secret destruction. This theory suggests that Bermeja was deliberately destroyed, perhaps blown up or removed using military technology. The goal: to alter maritime boundaries in favor of the United States or to block Mexico from gaining control of all rich waters. Documents from the time of the treaty are heavily redacted. Some researchers believe that behind those blacked out lines lies the truth. Someone wanted Bermeja gone. Theory 3: Political cover-up. The most grounded and widely believed theory is that this was all about money and power. Oil is one of the most valuable resources on Earth. Whoever controls the waters of the Gulf controls billions of dollars. Bermeja may have simply gotten in the way. And like many inconvenient truths in history, maybe it was buried. Conclusion: the island that refuses to be forgotten. Whether it was real or not, whether it sank, exploded, or never existed, Bermeja Island continues to haunt history. Its disappearance is more than a geographical mystery. It's a story about how easily reality can be erased, rewritten, or ignored when it serves the interests of the powerful. Somewhere beneath the waves, or buried in a classified document, maybe Bermeja still exists. And maybe one day, someone will bring the truth to the surface. Until then, the island remains lost.